Welcome back. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, let's go to the public accounts sitting where the Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Bafo-Awuah, is taking his turn before the committee. Auditor's report is raising issues with how come 56 million cedis was taken from the YEA account in 2015 by Finance Minister without the YEA's consent. The ministry is demanding the money to be paid and asking PAC to help them retrieve the money. We can go live there now.
Thank you, Chair. I have already indicated that institutions like VRA...
Yeah, we don't have problem with those ones.
Yes.
The institutions that draw money from the consolidated fund are the one we are talking about here. Those ones, they are self-financing, so they have been given it to us, so no problem with that one. Those that depend on Ministry of Finance consolidated fund is the one we are discussing. So there is another set of institutions that you must work on. The other sets, you are conversant with them, they are happy with them because they release the money, so no problem there. But those that need money from Ministry of Finance, this is a new directive. If they don't prepare the budgets, Ministry of Finance will not release money to them, money will not come to you, and you can also not pay the workers. So we can discuss it further and see what solution can be found to it. Thank you. So let's move on to Honorable Aziz. Honorable Aziz.
Thank you, Chairman. Let's go to page 214, paragraph 819. Are you there? The auditors established that some 10 vouchers that you raised and paid for, totaling an amount of 92,350.
Sorry, which page?
214. Paragraph 819.
819, okay.
Yeah. Page 819, sorry.
Honorable Chair, we don't have we don't have copies of the audit report. We have printed excerpts, and sometimes the paging makes it difficult for us to follow.
I don't think it's our issue.
Yeah. This is Department of Social Welfare, Bogatanga.
Yes, unfortunately, Department of Social Welfare is no longer under us.
It's not on the agenda.
Yes. So
okay. So
honorable members should hold his peace.
let me take you. So when we come to gender, you put that question. How about National Labour Commission?
Yes,
it's not on the agenda. Eh?
No, that one
is under you. All right. There is a failure to transact business with VAT registered persons. National Labour Commission failed to transact business with VAT registered persons, and that resulted in an amount of 2,555 cedis 79 pesos. Now, management paid the department shall procure, according to the regulation 1834 of the FAR, management of a department is to procure government stores from value-added tax registered persons or entities. And any department that requires an exemption for any specific case shall apply to the minister with the necessary justification. Now, management of the National Labour Commission paid 14,604.57 pesos on 5 different vouchers for the purchase of items from non-registered VAT companies without VAT deductions, amounting to 2,555.79 pesos. Now, the auditors have recommended to management to institute proper measures to forestall the reoccurrence of the anomaly. Can you tell us what is the current position? What are you doing now in regard to this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I did introduce to you Dr. Benis Welbeck, who is the Director F&A of the National Labour Commission. She is here and has the authority of the Executive Director to respond to the queries.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, first of all, before I respond to your question as to what measures we have put in place, it's important for us to clear the anomaly here. The companies that are referred to or were referred to are actually VAT-registered companies, because if they were not registered, they were paid through the Give Me system. If they were not registered, they wouldn't have been paid. What actually happened was that when the auditors came, we did tell them that in processing the documents, we sent the originals of the VAT to the Treasury. And unfortunately, we did not make photocopies of them. They didn't request us to go for the copies, but then they made this recommendation. So that is that. So moving forward, now what we have done is that we ensure that all copies of the VAT receipts are kept there so that we don't experience this kind of situation again. So that is the situation.
So which means that these deductions were made and paid to GRA?
Very well, they were paid.
Auditors, have you verified this and confirmed the position?
In reality, we are yet to see the VAT invoice for the transactions. So if they can produce those invoices, then we do the verification.
Okay, I think that will be the position. So provide the audit service with the invoice, copies of the invoice, so that they can verify and confirm and report back to the committee. Yes, so I think that will be all for Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Honorable Minister, we thank you very much for coming. You are discharged.
We are grateful.
Now let's have Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection.